Cavs Nation was goody. We got a big one tonight, you heard? We got a really, really big game tonight. The last couple games, y'all already know our captain, our leader, our savior at this point, Donovan Mitchell, he been coming through and putting that cape on, right? He been in straight up domination takeover mode, and it's been a beautiful thing to watch as Cavs fans, right? We're coming into understanding that we got us a superstar, y'all. But if we keeping it a being, superstar or not, y'all know, like I know, like we know, we can't keep living off of Donovan Mitchell's heroics, his superstar nature, that grit, that unwavering ability to just take over at any moment in the game. We can't keep relying on that. And so tonight, we probably got the best test that we've been tested with this season, right? In the Houston Rockets, tips off at 7 o'clock p.m. EST. You feel me? Right there in the city, right there in Cleveland. You feel me? They a confident squad, y'all. They 9-3. They got the drip. They physical. They deep. They been on a roll. They ain't even really for real got a point. They got a point guard. I ain't gonna hate on Shepard, but they ain't got the point guard that they plan on having, right? And they still this dominant. So my question to you, to the Cavs fans, to Cavs Nation, can we win this game tonight, y'all, without needing Donovan to like really like, cause that's what he been doing. So if he gonna continue to shoot 60+% from the field, dropping 30+ points a game, I mean, yeah, you always got a great chance of winning. But are the unsung heroes of the Cavaliers really gonna step up and do their job and hold they weight? We gonna find out tonight, y'all. I can't wait. Welcome to Cavs State of Mind, where hoops meets higher perspective, y'all. This is the realest Cavs breakdown on the net that you gonna find. I guarantee. You feel me? And this your girl Najah Lee, your host. So happy to be here with y'all tonight and get into this Cavs and Rockets breakdown, man. Let's go ahead and lock in. Before we get into the real T, right? My coach, my basketball coach back in the day, to the root. Before we get into the root of the show, you feel me? Y'all go ahead and pay your dues real quick. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. But while y'all here, if y'all can do me the great honor of hitting that like, hitting that subscribe, and hopping into the comments, man, and in the live chat, man. I love to communicate with y'all and engage with y'all live. Cause y'all love the Cavs like me, or at least y'all love basketball. So if y'all love basketball, this is a great place to be. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't gonna hold you, okay? Let's go. Cavs, Rockets tonight, man. I'm turned up. Because again, the story and the stage has already been set. They're physical, right? They're big, okay? They have multiple scorers that can give you 20+ points a game, every single game. You're not even thinking about, we're going to talk about it, right? We're going to talk about it. But this is the game tonight, and this is the test, the best test that we've had all season. And we got to talk about a little bit of history. Let's go ahead and paint the picture, set the tone, Naj. We're going to talk about the last 5 games, review this matchup, the offensive strategies, the defensive strategies, what we need to do, what we need to hold down. We're going to talk about Houston's threats, because Lord knows they have them, okay? And we're going to talk about, again, at the end, our keys to winning this game, because we have to, y'all understand that, right? We have to win this game. It's not an option. We have to win this game. Okay. Let's talk about the last few games. Okay. A bunch of, again, cape work. Shout out to Donovan. Put your cape on, boy. Keep it on too. Okay. But I need somebody else to go ahead and hop on the bandwagon and say, hold on, he ain't the only motherfucker on this team with it. I can do that. We done seen remarkable games from DeAndre Hunter so far. We've seen Sam Merrill be very, very consistent this season. Okay, now it's time for the others to step up, and y'all know who they are. Y'all know who need a big game tonight. But let's talk about the last 2. We beat Milwaukee. That was an amazing game. Get well soon. Giannis, man, y'all know he went down in the, what was that, the second quarter? I can't remember, but he went down in that game with a growing strain, and then he never came back. So, but that didn't stop the Bucks. They booked up, you feel me, and everybody elevated their game. They played just a little bit better each individual on that team, and that was a tough game for us to go ahead and win. So don't let the final score fool y'all. Like, it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So amazing win for the Cavs, right? Obviously an amazing game from Donovan, and also a great game from Evan Mobley. We'll talk about it later. Then y'all know we beat the Memphis Grizzlies, had to come back from down 9 in that one to then win that one again. We lost to Toronto, should not have lost that game, but here we are, okay, with the L in the column, not a dub. And then we split with Miami. I thought we were going to split with Miami anyway, right? I didn't think it was going to go down the way it went down. The second game was practically Miami had to control the whole game, right? But the first game, we was just back. It was a messy game. No defense was played in that game. Y'all see the score, 140 to 138. Wasn't no whole lot of defense played in that game, but some great shooting from both teams, and we lost a tough game. You feel me? And so that brings us to tonight's game. This is why tonight's game is so important. Okay, let's review the matchup. Let's talk about the matchup tonight. Houston, they are 9-3. Okay, they are third in the West. The West, y'all know the West always tough. They third in the West. They are 4-2 on the road, so that plays into their advantage. They're not a scary team on the road, so they're coming into our house, right? We like to wear the all white. Usually when we playing a real tough competitor, because that all white with the crowd in the all white is just blinding. You feel me? Y'all know about it. Y'all watch the games. But sidebar, how y'all feel about them little sunset jerseys though in the sunset court? I ain't gonna hold y'all. Listen, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't feeling it. As a viewer, maybe it's a different vibe when you in the building, but as a viewer, I say, this is too much. This is overwhelming. Also, y'all, when the last time we not gonna see no good sunsets no more? Come on, y'all. It's Cleveland, baby. What we doing now? Stop playing with y'all. Stop playing with us. Why we couldn't get the Gray Jones back, knowing we got a permanent overcast? Like, why can't we get the Gray Jones back and then put that little ice blue in it? That would have been all right, man. Y'all call me for the next city jersey designs, man. I got y'all. Anywho, the Rockets, they are averaging 50.3 rebounds a game, right? That is top tier. That is elite. That is best in the game right now. These are the top. This is one of the top rebounding teams in the game right now. Who we face, right? And we know why. We know why, because everybody has size. Everybody is big. Everybody is physical. What up, Miss D? Shout out to Miss D. Welcome back to Cavs State of Mind. You heard. Welcome back to Free Your Lens again, Beyond the Lens TV. I appreciate everybody who pull up and hop in the chat. Y'all know I like to communicate with y'all and engage, especially when it's about basketball, man. Who don't love basketball? I mean, there's people who don't love basketball, but I be like, you gotta watch them ones probably. I'm just saying, no offense. Rockets playing good. KD look good in the lineup. Yeah, this is a good an amazing squad. You feel me? And again, they don't have an elite point guard. They don't have the point guard that they built this team around. You feel me? He was the first main piece on this team when they started to develop this new Houston era, right? And so they went and got Van Fleet, and then the pieces that they drafted around and trades and trading picks and this, that, and the third. And so now they don't have them, but him, however, is being point guard by committee, right? It's just been play hard, solid defense, get into transition, and then on the offense, get the ball to the guys. Get into the paint by any means. And so we know KD can get what he want. Hard to check him. And then when Sengun, he get you on his hip, then, come on, man. I figured they would be good and they would probably finish top 4. I didn't know that they would be this good this early, especially considering not having their point guard. Like, if Fleet was here, then yeah. But like, not having them and still being able to be successful, shout out to the coaching, right? Shout out to the coach and the entire organization. And then the team that's just saying, like, all right, well, whatever, next man up. Everybody got to play a little bit harder, I guess, this season. You feel me? Then on the flip side, we got the Cavs. We are 10-5. We are second in the East. Then look at that comparison. They are 9-3 in third, and we are 10-5 in second. So if they were 10-5 on the West, they'd be about fifth, probably, maybe even sixth. I don't know. Cavs are 6-2 at home, right? So that plays to our advantage. Okay, they are a good road team, but we are a better home team than they are a good road team. So, and it's just a matter of games played. So we're going to find out again. This is a great test. They're a great rebounding team. We are a great passing team because our whole offense is built around motion and keep moving. When we get stagnant, that's when we get into problems, right? So we're going to see coming into this game, especially how this quarter starts, we're going to be able to tell a lot just solely based off the ball movement. Now let's talk about the head-to-head comparison because it's easy to say, oh yeah, I got this person winning, got this person winning, but let's talk about like the metrics because it may even make it clearer who you think may have the advantage today. So points scored rise, game to game. Rockets are averaging about 124.8 to the Cavs 120.9. That's crazy in itself that NBA teams are 120 plus on average. That's crazy. That's wild. Smack yourself. Rebounds, okay, that plays to Rockets' advantage. Rebounds and points. They are a far better rebounding team than us. We have suffered in the rebounding category. Our defensive rebounding is Trinidash. Okay, offensive rebound, yeah, because everybody want to get the tip back. We real aggressive then. Okay, but defensive rebounding, not so much. So that's a key area to focus on. And we have is non-negotiable. We have to out rebound them or at least match. We cannot lose, not even by one single dial hair rebound, not just one. We have to be superior to them, period. That has to be our mission today. So we need to watch that, Cavs fan, Cavs Nation. Assists. Again, we are one of the better teams in passing the ball because of how our offense is constructed. So when we move the ball and when we are not sticking on one side, or when, I don't want to pick on him, but when my boy Evan Mobley get to dribbling too much, you want to start his game from the 3-point line instead of him getting closer to the basket. So now he got to take less dribbles. Okay, so when we get in that type of mindset, we don't do as well. So we got to keep, if you ain't got it, boom, pop it back out. Keep moving. Bodies move. That's how our offense thrives. Cavs will be okay. Injury still affecting your team. Absolutely. The Cavs will be okay, right? But it's just certain things like injuries or not. The people that are injured don't really affect our rebounding. Darius Garland is out. Yeah, but he ain't the reason why our rebounding is suffering. Strus is out. Yeah, but he not the reason our rebounding is suffering. The people that are available aren't doing their job correctly to their highest ability. And people, meaning Mobley, he has to. I don't know why you can be 6'11", 7 feet tall, and 7'4" wingspan and can't average 11, 12 boards. It don't compute. And so we got to do better there. I think we will tonight. We better. Steals about average or about even, 9.3 to 9.5, but we have the advantage there. Blocks still about even, but we have the advantage there with 5.8 to their 5.3. Defensive rating almost about even. Okay, the Rockets are 6th in defensive rating to the Cavs 9th. We're both top 10 defensive rated teams. Okay, and then the same with the offense. So again, this is the best team that we've played thus far. We've played Detroit, but we didn't play Detroit when they were this good. So when we play Detroit, they will be the best team we've played thus far. But again, Detroit, shout out to Miss D. She represent D-Town. Okay. But Detroit got that monster in that paint. You feel me? And Durant. And so he's always been a problem. Now he knows he's a problem. And now that's a whole nother problem. Y'all get it later. Let's go. So Houston's threats. Again, their record is 9-3, but in the last 10 games, they are 9-1, y'all, averaging 126 points scored in that stretch. Okay. Shooting 50.5% and getting at least 14 more rebounds than their ops. See why rebounding is so important today? Because their entire team rebounds. They're bigger than us. They're more athletic than us. They're stronger than us. But here's what we have to do. We got to go back to the fundamentals and box out. You can't just run to a spot. You got to put your body on somebody's knees. You got to find a man and put a body on him, even if it's just an arm. Okay. You have to put a body on them because that's how you're going to try to get to that basketball. You're not going to be able to outrun and out physical these guys today. This is not the day for everybody to try to play Debo. We got to play our game. We got to play smarter, faster, smarter. We have to be more efficient, but we have to be quick. We can't play half court basketball with them. We're going to get cooked. That's how that works. In my mind, that's how that works because they're bigger, stronger, faster, more physical, or bigger, stronger, more physical. So the half court game suits them. We need to be in that 3/4 full court game. We got to be in a transition, baby. Okay, Evan got to get that rebound, and instead of him trying to push the ball, I just need you to advance the ball, make a good pass down the court, get to your point guard. Because however Evan feels his handles has improved. Here's the elephant in the room: they still ain't that good. I said it. They still ain't that good. And so we see oftentimes people getting in his pockets. His handle is still too slow. Why is it that the alien over there in San Antonio, his handle is just ha-ha? Okay, but he also training with Hakeem the Dream. Okay, so that's not a slight to Evan. It's just that his game ain't there yet, so we shouldn't be making him do too much with his handles too far away from the basket. I don't really like him pushing the transition. He can in moments. It really depends, but you got to be smart. Right. And sometimes we've seen thus far this season that he kind of like tiptoe around smart on the offensive side. Defensively, he seems to be always there. Always tapped in. Offensively, sometimes he just seems to lack the finesse and the quick decision making offensively. And then oftentimes I believe that he just don't trust himself enough. And that just comes with reps. And, hopefully by, January, February, we start to see him really blossom as this point forward. But I think it's going to take time. And I think the more of his development, we're seeing it live. I guess you can only do so much off season, right? And I thought he would have had more leaps in the off season, but I guess we're going to continue to see and witness his growth and development live during the season. And I'm okay with that too. They have to get a solid vet point guard to help and move Evan over. So I think Lonzo Ball is really that solid point guard in the games that he doesn't play due to load management. I think our youth point guards fill that role. I don't think our guards are a problem at all, especially our point guards. I think we got a lot of people that we can kind of plug and pop into that and fulfill the void of DG right now. Even when DG comes back, I think he'll have hella help. I think it's still it's always been our physicality, especially with our bigs, right? And so even though Evan seems to be a little stronger this season, it's not significant. It's not enough where I still feel comfortable. Like when tonight, he's going to have to check pretty strong people. I mean, and then like Thompson is strong as hell and fast as hell, right? And quick, you know what I mean? Because fast and quick is different. Y'all know that. Come on now. Okay, bet. So to your credit, D, yeah, I feel like you're right. We do need to get another vet in the building, but I think that vet needs to be a big. I like the acquisition of Larry Nance, but we still need a different type of big. Again, every big can't be the stretch big, the lean big, the agile, quick big. We need a brolic big. And we have the same prototype center or power forward through our entire lineup. That's not diverse, right? On top of truncated, compounded with, we almost got the same type of guard in our lineup, right? That's why I love Craig Porter Jr. because he gives us difference, right? I also love Lonzo Ball because he does give us a little bit of difference, right? His touch is just instinct, you know what I mean? His hustle, same thing with CPJ, right? But I like the vibe of kind of like not really knowing what you have. So that's the beauty about this Cavs season, that is that we're really learning these gentlemen as the season progresses. Like, we're getting to know how far Craig Porter's game really has evolved since the last season or the season prior to that, right? When DG had the broken jaw and he played a lot of minutes then. But he is a completely way more evolved player and skilled player now, right? And so just seeing him grow and seeing his evolution and his maturation is really fire to watch. And you just gotta salute the staff. You know what I mean? So shout out to them. So what we do well, right? Because I've been harping on them. So let me just be nice to my guys for a minute. What we do well, last 10 games, they've been averaging 126 points. Well, hell, we said we won 3 away from y'all. We won and 1 away from y'all. 123 on them. Okay, you feel me? I'll say I almost turned up. I gotta remind myself sometimes. I gotta chill out. I ain't outside. I'm on YouTube Live. A little bit different. Okay, 28.6 assists per game. Right, beautiful ball movement. It's been flowing. It's been popping. Matter of fact, hold on. My boy Don, what say? My boy Don, right? He been doing his thing. You hear me? Y'all know he been cooking. He been saving our natural born, behinds. Okay. The ball movement, the spacing, everything has been going up a notch. We're learning. Shout out to reviewing film tape and having a locker room full of intelligent men. Intelligent, right? They're just learning from their own mistakes. Now we got to see something different, though. Mitchell been averaging 30.9 points, shooting almost 51% from the field. Congratulations, our boy Donovan Mitchell. We got us another superstar in Cleveland, y'all. Okay, shout out to us. Shout out to him. Okay. Shout out to Coco Jones. Y'all know. We got Sam Merrill averaging 20 points in his last 10 games, right? And he'd be really cooking them if he didn't have that little hip injury for a minute, taking the charge for the team in the Detroit game on Durant. I won't ever forget that, my boy. The offensive keys tonight, y'all, we got to start hot again. We always are. We've been running out of on fumes and on adrenaline in the fourth quarter, the second half mainly, but the fourth quarter specifically. We gotta not get in the hole. Pause. We gotta come out and just get right to it. Get right to it. Let them know this Cleveland, baby. Let them know. Y'all know the hashtag. We have to do that. We can't fall behind early like we did in Memphis. It's almost every game. Every game. More importantly, this is a key tonight. We have to get into the paint and do what we do best, which is our drive and kick. Why? Because Houston Rockets allow 14 made threes a game. And y'all know if we get hot, didn't Sam go off for 6? If we get hot, didn't Donovan have 8 or 15 a couple games ago? If we get hot from 3, it's not a team in the league that can play with us. Not if we get hot from 3. So if we start to get hot and feel it in the first quarter, now the challenge would be on us to sustain it. Because we like to do this damn roller coaster shit. I'd be sick and tired. I don't have it today, y'all. I don't have it. We're going to have to, because I'm going to turn the TV off. If y'all not going to stress me out, I just went to the doctor. They told me, lower your stress. I said, well, damn, my calves. I ain't going to be able to watch them, doc. That's what you telling me? I don't believe that. You wouldn't tell me that. So to avoid my doc telling me to stop watching the Cavs, Evan Mobley, you got to be more aggressive tonight. Evan Mobley, 9 shots, 10 shots, 11 shots, not going to get it. And not the fade away, dribble through the lane, get stopped, get shook, just throw up a shot, moving away from the basket, moving to the left, to the right. No, you need to be going to the rack. Get knocked down. Sengun, he will knock you down. That's okay. Get back up. You a big boy. Get back up. Go to the line. Knock him down. You ain't been knocking the free throws down, right? So you taking the pain for no reason. Get the bucket, right? Make it count. So on top of starting hot, on top of, get to the paint so we can get the drive and kick, so we can get them threes off, so we can get hot early, get them scared, get them shook, get them in foul trouble. Now they trying to stop the three. Now they overplaying the three. Now we backdooring. Now so now we alley-oop. Now we got everything going. So that's the type of game we need to have today. Mobley got to get it started. Got to get it started. And not get it started with the three. Get it started with the aggressiveness in the paint. Get them in foul trouble. How we beat them. Get Sengun, get on the bench, Sengun. Why? Foul trouble early. 2 fouls first quarter. I see it. Manifest it, y'all. Got to be aggressive. On top of the supporting cast, right? Our X factors, they got to show up. Merrill, got to be big tonight. Got to knock down the shot. Got to be aggressive coming off the screens. Got to be aggressive with the pump fake, resetting, right? Got to be aggressive. Craig Porter Jr., look for your shot. Get to the paint. Don't be timid. Don't be nervous. Also, don't take dumb shots because they're long. They're tall. Be smart. Be conscious about it. Same thing with Ball. Knock down the shot. Be aggressive. Always looking for the pass. This is things that Lonzo Ball does. And Hunter, turn the corner. Get into the paint. Most importantly, get into the paint. Don't do the ISO ball as much as, okay, you get stuck in the shot clock. It is what it is. Whoever got the ball, make it count. Okay, but that's not the game that we need to be perfecting right now, right? We got to move the ball. Right, Coco helping Donovan and Angel Wendell Carter for sure. And I think well, I guess that wouldn't count. I was about to say I think the girl Haley Van Lith was rocking with Jalen Suggs, but I guess that ain't count because Haley Van Lith didn't do much this season, now did she? But I ain't gonna say nothing about that. Next, defensive strategies. Okay, this is key because this is what we really been suffering with. We've been letting teams do what they want to do. That's why we lost that Toronto game. Teams just do that. Toronto got every single thing they wanted. Paint, threes. Offensive rebounds, getting whatever they want. So defensively, we gotta play Cavs basketball. We gotta be thirsty. I want everything. I want loose balls. I want rebounds. I want moving screens. I want everything. I'm coming for it all today. 9.4 steals is what we average. 6.8 blocks. Strong rim presence with Mobley and Allen, okay? This is the things that we do well, but now we have to be great. We've been good. Again, a couple episodes I said it's time to graduate from good to great. We don't have no more time for y'all to be good. It's a lot of good teams out here. Only great teams win it all. Good teams be in the playoffs all the time. Minnesota been good. Okay. It's been a lot of good teams. Detroit were good. The Knicks were good. Only the great teams win. So if we don't evolve to great and graduate to great, we're going to be at home in May good. I'm not going to be good with that. Our defensive identity shows up in sparks, right? In stretches. In the fourth quarter, we seen it with Memphis, right? We seen it with the Bucks for real, right? And so we got to learn how to be consistent and set the tone early on the offense and defensive side. Make Sengun uncomfortable. Don't let him just get down into the block and just seal off and just, it is what it is. You can't do nothing with me. Nah, we ain't doing that. We got to use bodies on KD. We can't allow him to just come off the screen and we don't know what we're doing. Get trapped in. Force the ball out of his hands. Force him into a tough pass, right? But we can't let KD cook and then let Sengun take over the paint and then let them beat us on the defensive rebounds because, again, they're averaging almost 51 rebounds. and then let them beat us in the fast break because they love fast break transition scoring, because why not? They're big, they're strong, they're fast, right? They're super athletic. And maybe KD ain't as athletic as he used to be. Maybe Sengun isn't as athletic as other centers, as our centers. So what? Guess what makeups for it? Skill. Skill. So before we get confused on pick and roll, before we don't know what we want to do, understand the game plan. It should be very clear. What are we doing on screens? Is it gonna does our identity and our philosophy change based on who is the screening or who is the receiver? Or are we having the same thing where we switching everything? We've seen lineups where the Cavs have switched everything. Okay. Usually those lineups are guard heavy. We can't be guard heavy today, yo. We got to be big heavy. Guard. Okay. We can't beat them at their game. So we do have to play our game, right? But we can't do 4 wide out, okay? And Jared down there. If Jared was like Duran or like Sengun, then you can do that. But he not like that. We know that. So we not going to overplay our hand. These are the people we are dependent on tonight. I can't say Donovan. He's been doing his thing. Donovan's been cooking. He's been having a cape on. He's been saving us every single game. Thank you, Donovan. I appreciate you, my guy. Okay, I appreciate you. Evan, take control of the paint. Don't let Sengun boss you around your paint in your house. You'll look like a little boy. Can't do that. We need the same Evan we see. I keep referencing Memphis because that's been one of his better games this season, where he gave us a double-double, where he was aggressive. Not that efficient still, but still because he's taking a lot of shots away from the basket. Jared Allen got to do what Jared Allen does. Get in that open court as far as in that transition. Get up on that glass. Be the first man, with the ping pong. Y'all play 2K. Y'all know the attributes, okay? His defensive presence, we know Jared Allen is very, very important to us. Stats may not always show up, but usually when he shows up with stats. Double-double. Double-double. That's what he usually gets. We need a usual Jared Allen. 16 and 10. Okay, very efficient. 70% from the field. Okay, 2 blocks. 1.5 steal, 2 steals. That's what we need tonight. He's got to be all over the place. All over the place. And then our others, our X factors. I wish Jalen Tyson was playing. This is a great game for Jalen Tyson, right? Because he's 6'6", he's big, he kind of stocky, he hella aggressive, right? But beside the point, the guys that can play big games, right? From our guards and from our other supporting swing bigs, because they got a little bit bigs over there that do a lot, right? Where they can play multiple and guard multiple positions. So that's like DeAndre Hunter. He's not necessarily a big, but he's a big in our lineup. And so DeAndre Hunter has to show up. I need a 15-point outing, at least 12. Sam Merrill, same with you, 12, 15. Craig Porter Jr., bro, I need you to be super aggressive. I need a 8, 5, and 3, and 2. You know what I mean? I need a big game from him as well. On top of Lonzo Ball, right? I need significant impact made from Lonzo Ball, his energy, his defensive nature, his IQ. We need to see that as well. And then the other bigs that we gotta mention, if Thomas Bryant gets some tick, Dean Wade gonna get some tick. Tomlin gonna come in more than likely and get some tick. This is a perfect opportunity for him to also show that he can guard multiple positions, and he has to start making the shots. But even if he doesn't shoot it, my brother, listen to me now. Pump fake, drive to the basket. That's exactly what we should be practicing. This last practice, pump fake drive, because they gonna jump. They are jumping. So that's what we need to do today with our X factors and just with our team identity tonight. Space the floor, move the ball, attack the paint. That's simple. That's simple, y'all. That's simple. That's simple. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me tonight, man. I'm gonna go ahead and yo, hold on. Haley Van Lift can't help poor Jalen. No, they might be toxic for each other these days. I mean, as far as like the injuries and stuff, I think they might need to date somebody who own a gym. I'm just saying, I ain't gonna hold you. No shade though, no shade. Okay, so my keys to win the game tonight. My keys to win the game again. Start fast. We gotta make sure that our first quarter we make that count. Don't waste these minutes, man. Don't waste these minutes. Make the first quarter count. Don't have us digging ourselves out of a hole. And don't stress me out because I'm gonna turn. I promise y'all tonight. I'm not gonna do this with y'all tonight. Not on ESPN. And y'all know when we get on the big screen, on the big TV and the big stages, we cut up. We don't know what we want to do. We leave all our game. But we shows out on FanDuel Sports Network, right? When ain't nobody watching but the hometown. When everybody watching, we act like we get shy. No, man, we at home. Ain't no excuse to be shy now, baby. Start fast, okay? Don't allow the Rockets to punch early. We can't let that happen. We gotta win the 3-point battle, and I think that's easy for us to do, especially at home, right? I don't need us to shoot 60 threes today, okay? Not even 50 threes today, but a solid 45 threes, and if we can even get anywhere near 40% from threes made. Again, they allow 14 made threes on them a game. So that means that a team is taking about 43s, maybe 38 to 43s, usually based on a team's 3-point percent average is somewhere around 35% on average. So y'all think we can't do that when we normally average 40? We averaging 47 threes a game, I believe. That's ridiculous. So if we just shoot 45 threes tonight, we're probably based on how they don't cover the three because they be, about the paint. And that's why they so good on defensive rebounds because they already be in the paint. See that? See that? So we got to take advantage of that. If they going to give us room on the three, light they ass up. I ain't going to hold you. Light him up. Light him up. What we doing? Where my lighter at? I don't even know. Light him up. Light him up. We got to do that. We have to hit the glass as well. So when they shoot their threes again, what did I say? Box out because they real athletic, real strong. Okay. So we can't just sit back and be like, oh, we can beat them to the basket. No. Box out, box out, box out. Offensively, of course, we have to keep the ball moving. We already average 26.8, assists a game anyway. So for me to say like, all right, we get 27 plus assists today, okay, on top of 16 made threes, on top of getting off to a solid start, not trying to dig out of a deficit, and we at least have a first quarter where we up by 4 or 5 points, we should be able to win this game, right? I think we're still trying to find out who we are and find our identity. Again, my last episode was Cavs got an identity crisis. I think we are trying to find some clarity in this fog here. But this game matters a lot in defining that. So if we win this game, trust ourselves, right? Trust the Cleveland Cavaliers, who we are and who we're becoming. And we got to close out and finish strong, right? We can't rely on my boy Don. We can't do it. He's so great. You so great, man. He's so great. But we can't rely on him. Everybody got to step up, pitch in, and do their job. And if we do that, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe. And I appreciate y'all for hopping into the comments, man, and checking in to another episode of Cavs State of Mind. It's the seventh episode, y'all. And I love doing these, man. I came off doing the Her Core, Her Rules, the WNBA coverage all last season, 2025 season, and I rolled right into our Cavs Nation, right? So I love this. I love Cavaliers basketball. So shout out to us, shout out to Cavs State of Mind, shout out to y'all for pulling up and showing love. Yeah, man. And look, it's always love in the chat. It's always love and peace and respect in the chat. You feel me? So all the people that pull up, y'all already know the energy. It's all I'm all kumbaya. You feel me? You feel me? Don't let the black hat fool you. Okay. So yeah, if we do those, Najah's keys to win. If we do those tonight, we'll be fine. They ain't gonna stress me out, and I ain't gonna have to call my doctor and tell her, Doc, I'm sorry, Doc, you was right. I can't watch Cavs no more because they too stressful. Okay. I don't want to have to do that, right? I want to pull back up here with y'all next Wednesday and do this same thing. I do it every Wednesday, 6 p.m. EST, politic, Cavs state of mind. Again, the realest Cavs breakdown on the net, and the only place where hoops meet higher perspective. Okay, again, y'all, I tell y'all each and every week we do this, and we gonna go upstairs every time. You feel me? Again, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Go Cavs, Cavs Nation, peace and freedom, everybody. Miss D, I got you. DM me. I'm about to DM you as well, because last episode I did a t-shirt giveaway, right? So I'm gonna be doing some random things. So again, that's why y'all should subscribe. So when I go live, y'all pull up, because y'all never know when I'm, gonna give some away. Again, every episode is powered by Free Lens, a lifestyle brand encouraging people like you to, do all dope things in purpose and intention. Exactly what we do here. So again, peace and freedom, everybody. Go Cavs. Tip off is 7 p.m. EST on ESPN. So ain't no excuses. Everybody got ESPN. Don't even do me like that. Go Cavs. Peace and freedom. See y'all on the flip.